So before we start, I want to say thank you po Ma'am Pearl Ann sa pagpayag po na ma-interview po namin kayo ngayong araw. Kahit po holiday. Thank you po. And the purpose of this interview is to educate the second-year student about patient care, professional duties, and preparation of contrast agent, as well as to gain new knowledge that we may apply as a student. This video interview will be recorded and will be shared only with the class. Please free po kayo na sumagot sa question namin ng Tagalog or English po. So
first po, mag-a-ask po kami ng question sa topic po ng patient care. So, mag-ask na po kayo. Mag-ask.
Wait lang. Wait lang. Sorry. Okay. So, mag-i-start po kami sa about po sa patient care na question po. Wait lang. Wait lang.
While waiting po, ma'am, kay Catherine, maybe ask po, how many years na po kayong licensed radiologic technologist po?
I graduated year 2019. So I've been a licensed rad tech for 3 years nang mahigit. So I started working Feb 2020. So hanggang ngayon, nag-work pa rin ako as rad tech. And I do part-time lecture sa University of Makati. So I handle subjects medical terminology and health ethics for RadTech.
Thank you po, ma'am, sa pagbigay po ng time sa mag-interview. Ready ka na po?
Okay po. So, mag-i-start po kami about sa question ng patient care. So, number 1, can you explain the role of radiologic technology in educating patient about imaging procedure, possible dangers, and direction for post-procedure care?
Ayan. So, in educating patients, kasi ang mga patients natin, mostly, hindi sila aware about ang alam nila, pag kasing word na radiation, di ba? They tend to be a little bit scared kasi, yun nga, ang question nila, hindi po ba masama yan sa katawan namin? Kasi na-x-ray na ako last year, tapos x-ray pa po ulit this year. And then you tell them, syempre, as a rad tech, you have the knowledge naman na a little radiation does not cause harm to them, diba? And you explain to them very simple lang, in layman's term lang dapat, na the body will regenerate, diba? It will heal, yan. Yan, sa mga rad bias subjects nyo in the future, yan, maaaral mo yan. And then, kapag naman nag-handle kayo ng patients, for example, in trauma cases, diba? You handle them, you take time to position yung anatomy na kailangan x-rayin. And then, you explain to them while doing the position, diba? Yan. Ganito po ang position, ganyan, diba? Para hindi sila masyadong masaktan habang in-x-ray.
So, thank you po, ma'am. So, next question naman po namin is about what quality should radiologic technology establish during handling the patient? What quality po yung pwedeng ma-establish ng isang radiologist during handling po ng isang patient?
For me, based on my experience, patients talaga ang kailangan mostly nasa ugali ng isang rad tech. Because some patients, lalo na pagbata, takot talaga yan kasi ibang tao maghahawakan mo sila, di ba? Yan, you take time, give patience for them. Yan. lalo na kapag, kunyari, mga matatanda din, nagreklamo din, masakit yung ganito ko, ganyan. Bigyan mo sila ng habang understanding. Be understandable with their case. Yan. You put yourself in their shoes para mas maintindihan mo sila.
Thank you.
So yun, ma'am. Thank you po. So, may last question pa po kami about patient care din po. So, how do you practice patient confidentiality as radiologic technology?
As a RadTech, licensed RadTech, dapat talaga nating pahalagaan ang confidentiality. Lalo na sa mga pasyente natin, their patient records, their diagnosis, their histories. Kasi it is their right naman, no? And syempre pinag-aralan din naman natin yan, no? Of course, sa health ethics natin na we cannot disclose patient information kapag hindi naman kailangan through court, diba? For subpoena purposes. Yan. Kapag relatives naman ang gustong kumuha ng mga patient record, it is said na dapat kailangan pa din patient should always be present kapag kukuha ng mga records.
Ayun, thank you po, ma'am.
Okay, you're welcome.
So, we'll proceed naman po, ma'am, sa topic po na professional duties. So, sino yung mag-ask?
Good afternoon po, ma'am. About sa professional duties na, ma'am po. Ang first question ko po. As a radiologic technologist, our duty is to produce quality images. How do you explain to the patient the procedure in terms of positioning?
Yan. Kapag positioning, yan, mas maigi na kapag nagpo-position tayo is we demonstrate it to them, no? Kasi mas maiintindihan nila kung paano mag-position. For example, basic chest x-ray, no? You explain it to them step by step. Ma'am, sir, syempre you greet them, good morning, good morning, ma'am, good morning, sir, yan. Then you introduce yourself to them, and then what procedure yung gagawin. For example, basic chest x-ray, PA projection. Ma'am, dito po kayo tatayo. Ma'am, sir, dito kayo tatayo. Yan, lalapat po natin yung dibdib natin, and then arms po sa waist yan. Yan. Habang in-explain mo yon, you do the position yourself, no? Para mas, habang nakikita nila, naririnig nila, mas naiintindihan nila yung kailangan na position na gagawin for x-ray procedure.
Thank you po, ma'am. What's the most challenging part po ba sa pagiging RadTech po?
Most challenging for me, siguro, yun nga, yung mga uncooperative patients natin because it will take longer time, no, sa x-ray room, for example. Tapos yung syempre, mga pasyente natin may mga dinadaing, no, for trauma patients, may mga fracture ng mga pasyente. Kasi, although in your mind, you want to produce high-quality images, syempre, you will put also, you will think, no, na dapat, while doing the positions, the patient will experience less pain habang pinoposition mo sila. So, yan.
Thank you po. Last question lang po about professional duties. What significance can good communication and cooperation skills po play in a radiologic technologist collaboration with doctors and other healthcare workers po to improve yung outcomes and coordinate patient care?
Syempre, kapag good communication between your colleagues, example, nurses, doctors, and other RadTechs, you will produce high-quality patient care, most of all. the results, syempre, high quality din. Kasi that is what we aim, di ba? But we must remind ourselves about ALARA, and then high quality patient care management for the patient.
Thank you po,
And
ma'am.
syempre, if good communication, ma-avoid natin, of course, misdiagnosis. Yan. That could cause harm to the patient and also liability within the healthcare setting. Yung ma-avoid natin yung mga litigation, tama ba? Yung mga reklamo sa mga patient kasi sabi, mostly communication daw is number one cause ng malpractices sa mga healthcare setting kasi if you do not inform the patient, no, if you do not explain the procedure well to the patient, mostly magrereklamo sila at the end of the day. Sasabihin nila, yung RadTech po kasi hindi in-explain sa akin yung ganito, ganyan, ganyan. Yung risk and benefits ko ng procedure na to, for example, if sa CT scan, di ba, kailangan ma-explain sa mga pasyente na may mga risk and benefits ang procedure na to bago sila mag-undergo sa isang procedure.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Good afternoon po, ma'am. Yung next question po, under professional duties pa rin po siya. Was there an instance where there has been an incident and you have to do the legal duty of reporting it? Can you share to us what happened and the actions that you took?
One incident na lang I experienced is wrong film, right? Wrong diagnosis, wrong radiologist diagnosis. Pero correct film, correct patient. Yan. So, ang nangyari is, nagkapalit dun sa loob ng envelope yung film ng dalawang patient. Yan. And then, the doctor, na misdiagnose niya, no? Kasi sa ibang diagnosis, napunta sa isang patient. The good thing is, naagapan naman, no? And then, you know the Latin term, respondeat superior sa health ethics natin, na let the master speak for itself, no? Yan. You consult with the manager or kung sino man ang higher or chief radiologic tech, no, about the case, no? Because you cannot solve it on your own. You need to consult kung sino mas mataas sa'yo, and then they will decide kung ano ang gagawin. Then, that day, kasi wala kaming chief tech because I work only at the clinic. And the branch manager told me na I should thoroughly explain to the patient what happened, no? And that to us, yung pasensya na po, ganito po ang nangyari yan. And of course, in the future, you should create solutions, plans, para hindi na ma-repeat yung problem na yon. So, what we do now is to, triple check, I double check before sending the radiographic films to the radiologist, if correct ba yung patient, no? Tama ang label. And then, after ng reading ng radiologist, you double check again if it's the correct film. Yan. And then, after mo siya i-endorse sa mag-release, sa releasing, they will double check it again kung tama ba yung film sa tamang envelope and tama yung reading na nandoon. Yan. You double check it, triple check if it is not, if you are unsure sa mga picture. Yan. Para para maiwasan natin yung mga ganong klaseng problems.
So the next question po is, how do you maintain and evaluate the equipment in the radiology department?
Of course, before doing procedures, common na sa atin na we must always maintain cleanliness, yan, sa ating mga equipments, you wipe your cassettes, wipe your X-ray tubes. Yan. Two, para hindi magkaroon tayo ng contamination. Kunyari, before patient, after patient, tapos hindi man nilinisan, maaring magkaroon ng hawa, di ba? Maaring mahawa yung si patient A sa patient B kasi hindi ka naglinis. Ayan. And also, we have logbook, to para malaman natin kung ilan pa ba yung cassette, ganyan. Kasi minsan nagkakaroon tayo ng nawawalang cassette, nawawalang mga markers, ayan, nawawalang mga patient ground, ayan. Kasi syempre yung document, di ba, should also provide documentation in every day, no? Kung pagpasok mo, ilan yung cassette na available, ilan yung hangers na available, yan.
The next question naman po is, based on your experience, were there scenarios that made you question what is ethical and unethical?
I think I have not experienced, questioning if it's unethical or ethical kasi if it's for the patient's betterment naman, kung ikakabuti naman nila yung procedure na to, why, question it. And of course, syempre, your number one priority is to have high quality, diba? High quality patient care, equals high quality radiograph, diba? Yun yung mga iniisip natin para ma-avoid natin mga misdiagnosis, yan. Iwasan natin mga artifacts, diba? Yan naman yung role na yung iniisip natin as RadTech. Para maiwasan natin nga, yun yung sinabi ko kanina, yung mga liabilities in the future. If it's for their good naman, diba? Kahit ulitin mo pa yung x-ray, no? Kunwari si Doc, nagpa-x-ray lang ng femur, tapos yung x-ray niya is gusto mong dagdagan ng heat kasi nandun mostly yung bali, no? Okay lang yun. Basta naman, mas makakabuti sa pasyente, okay lang. For me.
Thank you po.
Okay.
Thank you po, ma'am, for answering the questions regarding professional duties. So, for our next, this is about the preparation of contrast agents. The first question, ma'am, what are the common contrast agents you prepare or use in a daily basis? Do they come in a bottle or vial?
Yan. We do not handle contrast procedures kasi sa clinic lang ako nag-work. But as far as I know, contrast media for a while. Yan. So, contrast media, as far as I know, is they come in a bottle, no? Mostly iodinated contrast media. Yan. Of course, sa mga contrast media din natin, alam ko, you should document also yung time kung kailan ka nag-input ng contrast media, yan kung ilang ml yung in-input mo for documentation.
So, I think that answers my second question, no? About the procedure for preparing contrast for the patient, especially documentation po, ma'am. So, the next one, how do you handle situations where patients have adverse reactions or side effects after receiving?
Adverse reaction, For example, anaphylactic shock, no? May allergy pala sila, no? CT scan, sa mga CT scan rooms natin, blue card, no? Emergency card should always be, dapat nandun palagi. And then you call, no, your radiologists, yung mga nurses na merong adverse reaction yung contrast media sa pasyente para maagapan, no? Hindi mas lalo lumala yung case ng pasyente. Of course, syempre, before you do procedures, you will ask the patient, no? Kasi may mga finifill up pa naman silang form na if they have seafood allergies, ganyan. Or kung normal ba ang kanilang uric or creatinine levels. Yan. Kasi syempre, di ba, sabi nga nila, prevention is better than cure. If you prevent it from happening, no, may iwasan natin yung mga reactions or mga allergies na mangyayari sa patient in the future. So yon, if ever man na nangyari yon, emergency cart should always be present sa loob ng CT scan room. MRI, ultrasound, yan. Depende.
Okay. Okay. So, ma'am, it answers also the question, yung precautions are the actions before administering. You answered it already. So, tapos na ba yung questions, ma'am? Thank you so much.
Welcome.
So, this is in relation din po sa topic, ma'am, na preparation of contrast agent. Based on your knowledge po, ma'am, are there any differences in preparation of contrast agent if the patient is a child or an adult?
Yes, kasi syempre iba yung intake, no? Iba yung anatomy nila, syempre mas maliit. Syempre mas konti lang dapat yung contrast media na ilalagay mo sa kanila. Depende sa anatomy ng pasyente. Kasi syempre bata, growing pa lang sila. So yung mga organs nila sa loob, hindi pa siya gaanong malaki. Unlike sa adult na matured na. Diba? Depende lang siguro sa dami ng contrast na kailangan na i-input sa isang pasyente.
Thank you for answering that po. So, in cases po na yung patient po is unfamiliar or scared po about dun sa contrast agent, how do you explain po the contrast agent that is being administered to them?
Ayan. Before, yun nga, yung in-explain, yung sinabi ko kanina, na before doing procedures with the patient, diba meron silang pipilapan na form. Nandun yung patient identification nila, diagnosis ng doctor, risk and benefits ng procedures na yon, and also questions yung sa mga history ng pasyente. For example, if they have allergies sa seafood, ganyan. No? Kapag nag-procedure tayo, yun yung dapat nating inuuna, no, for prevention. Yun.
So, yun lang po yung mga questions namin, ma'am, sa topics ng patient care, professional duties po, and preparing of contrast agents. Thank you so much po, ma'am, sa paglalak ng time kahit holiday po. Thank you so much po talaga para po ma-complete lang namin itong requirement po namin. So, last na po, ma'am, may mga comments po kayo or advices po sa mga students po na manonood po nito, ma'am.
For future RadTechs, no, licensed RadTechs, registered radiologic technologies, do not be scared in pursuing the course as you go along, no? Kasi it will get harder for you. Second year pa lang kayo, wala pa kayong positioning, and contrast media, radiographic contrast, NOCMED, ultrasound, CT scan, MRI. Yan pa yung mga ma-experience nyong mga subjects in the future. So, do not be scared to pursue it. Kasi, as you go along, no, for me, I enjoyed, when I was still a student, I enjoyed topics kasi it will parang mawa-wonder kayo, how did this can create images such as this, no? Yan. Yung curiosity nyo ba? Yan. Kasi maganda ang RadTech eh. It's about technology, di ba? Technology is always improving, no? Yung hindi kayo kumbaga maboboard to learn about it. Kasi changing siya. Yan. Mas nalalagdagan pa yung kaalaman ninyo. Yan. Yun lang, huwag kayong matakot, huwag kayong kabahan. Yan.
Yes. Thank you so much po, ma'am. And that concludes our interview po. Thank you so much
Thank you po.
po.
Thank you po,
You're welcome.
ma'am.
Thank you po.
Sige.
Yes, naman pahabol lang po kami.